What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map. In the red color playing as Hades. His name is Julian Popeyes. It's in the left color. The green color playing as... Wait, no, yeah, that's not his partner. In the bottom side of the map, in the sky blue color playing as Poseidon. His name is Gabu. Their opponents today in the green... It's green because it's Gaia, okay? It's a tough life. In the blue color playing as Gaia, his name is Chemo, and in the left side of the map here, top left side of the map here, in the green color playing as Hades, his name is Ulysses. The map is Archipelago. Bam! Oh, I love this map. What a time to be alive. We don't get to see this stuff very often here. We'll see how it's going to go. It's an islands map, basically. There is a chance that these islands get connected together, but it seems like in this variation of it, that's not the case. Water is going to be incredibly important in this one because town centers are in range of boat fire from all angles of the island here. All angles of the island boat range is in town center in range of those siege ships. We do see double Greek here for Gabu, or for PXX here. Gabu and Julian and Papa are going to be able to hit an underworld with no Zeus here. I imagine Zeus was banned. With no Zeus here, no underworld passage from that one. So just the one underworld. Surprised to see no Egyptian on this map, in all honesty. There's lots and lots of surprise attacks here, especially like Ra with rocks, or even Isis with rocks as well. You could go for Anubis Hathor to get yourself the water advantage, and also have those rock drops into your opponent's main base there. As we'll see how things are going to go. Julian Papa has those fishing ships. Unfortunately here, Ulysses has grabbed this center position here. In my experience, a very, very wealthy experience I've had playing on Archipelago through the years, the fish, generally speaking, you want to go for the fish at the back of your base, away from where your opponent is. So if I spawn in here with Chemo, knowing my partner's up here, I go, okay, my enemies are on the right side of the map, so I build my docks on the back side of my base because that's where the majority of the fish is going to be. But Ulysses and Gabu both make that mistake of going forward here. But it's not so bad for Julian Papa. He does have some longer fishing spots over here. He will have to put the next dock down on the back side of his base here. One way you can kind of play this as well is one of the earlier fishing ships you get. Just go scouting around the map and see where you need to put your fishing ship placements on. Might sound weird to say just go scouting around the map with a fishing ship, but you know, it's not a bad idea to do so. In the slightest, if it means you know exactly where you have to put your docks, the amount of resources you're going to get back from efficient dock placement versus that fishing ship idle time, so to speak, scouting time, is well worth it. But we'll see what the players are going to be going for here. As Ulysses at the moment, he's also got a really, really strong start here with the Gaia on his team. He's going to have 10 villagers on this wood line over here, eating the boars as well. He's got himself a second dock coming up already. Maybe a little bit late on that dock, as the temple is also coming down. Fishing ships sprawling out up to the top side of the map. Very, very far fishing spots here, or long fishing, far fishing locations here, as he needs to get some docks down on this side as well. As I'm sure Chemo, it looks like Chemo is going for a more boomy opening here as well. Not going for a 430. Instead, maybe one more. Oh, he's going for even more. He's going for like a 530, a 540 advance time here. As we see a 515 here from Gabu. Very, very stock standard opening. How many fishing ships does he have though? He's got 12 fishing ships only here. He needs to continue getting himself those fishing locations out as Julian Papa clicks up as well. I think that Ulysses and Chemo are making the smarter decision here, advancing a little bit later. Now, 515 is still going to be your best time, but you can get yourself like 20 plus fishing ships here, and that's completely fine because it's just a really, really tough map to be putting pressure on early. What is Chemo doing? This is a second town center on water in the Archaic Age. Never before seen strategies coming out of Chemo here in this one. Temple now coming up for Chemo. Is he going to be able to advance right now? How many resources does he have? He will be able to advance here if he force drops the fishing ships. How many docks does he have up? 2 docks. That's insane. That's insane. Gaboo is going to be able to push him off the fishing spots here very, very quickly, though. Though that being said, maybe Gaboo wants to go for a fast heroic age at this point as well. Is he building himself some triremes? It looks like he's not building Oh, there's the triremes coming out. Going to be putting pressure straight up onto Ulysses here first. Oceanus is now coming through with the 6-minute 38-second Oceanus to come through here. Julian Papa at the moment hasn't started production either. What's his plan? Oh, there we go. Some arch ships are coming in. Ulysses is going to be pulling away here. So the fishing ships garrisoning into the dock. And Kimo is always after those little boomy advantages in this game, and he's really found one here. He's got the back fish. He's got an extra dock coming up. These fishing ships broke. There's a little bit of a fishing bug here, as these fishing ships aren't going to be causing themselves, telling Kimo they're idle, but this one is sitting idle, as these 2 fishing ships are going to be blocking this one from popping back into that dock there, unfortunately. The way to fix that is to just put a dock up over here and send the fishing ship back to work. We'll see if Kimo's going to notice that or not. As Bosaw already coming through as well for Kimo. Fishing villagers coming out, not out of this town center just yet. Instead, wait, does he have the resources for it? He does. He's just forgotten, it seems. There's the villagers started up. And we do see an armory coming up already there for Kimo as well, wanting to rush that heroic age out as fast as he possibly can. As Ulysses pushing forward, Julian Papa pushing forward as well with a handful of trireme. Good little reaction there, as well as everyone is trying to figure out what to do here. But PXX, they have given Kimo a lot of time here in the start of this game, as we see a transport ship here for Kimo. What's over on this spot? It's just a gold mine on that spot there. Where is he going? Looks like he is going over here. Idea is to drop a dock down on this spot and grab even more fishing ship locations, or efficient fishing ship locations, ladies and gentlemen. As the Gaboo ship's not paying attention here. Does turn around finally there. He will be fighting underneath Ulysses' dock here. It looks like the advantage is slightly in the favor of PXX here, as the restoration goes down, pushing in here, trying to get as much damage as they possibly can. It's 11 to 11 trireme, actually, so that is advantage Ulysses, as Ulysses seemingly able to defend 1 versus 2 here. Now, he hasn't gotten a second town center, whereas both Gaboo and Julian Papa have gone for their second town center, but Kimo could just feed wood over, a wooden gold over to Ulysses if he so chooses at the moment, which is vastly more valuable than Kimo holding it for himself here. Kimo getting himself Gaia Carpenters as soon as possible, as well, as his resources are getting closer and closer to that next age. No dock getting thrown down here, unfortunately. We do see the Gaboo has put the dock up on this spot, as well as the archer ships retreating back. And now Gaboo says, all right, time to hit Kimo. 8 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. Shaft mine already in here for Kimo, as Gaboo, he's only on hand axe pickaxe. Over here, Julian Papa only on hand axe pickaxe. Over here, Ulysses only on hand axe pickaxe. Kimo is in a really, really good spot here, and he's got how many docks? He's only got 3 docks up, which probably could do with a ton more to spam out the ships here if he needs to. We do see a Barame coming through onto this position over here as Kimo's trying to look for something to do where that's concerned. Where's that transport ship gone for Kimo? I'm not sure where he's put it, but he can go for a drop here onto this spot, put some Gylosh around that town center to prevent that one from going up, as we see a 3rd town center coming up here. We do see Kimo pushing in now with the transport ship coming through, as the archer ships here for Ulysses. Going to be looking for some raids onto Julian Papa here. 3rd town center now up for Ulysses as well. Where's he going with that transport ship? Does he not know? He does know there's a town center here. Oh, now he's coming in with the transport ship, ready to put something on that spot there. Apollo is coming through for Julian Papa, so he can go for some sort of a Underworld play here. One way to play around Underworld as Gaia on this map is just to lush every single area of your map. You can't put Underworld anywhere where that's concerned, as the transport ships here trying to... Can Can they pick off that citizen? Looks like that's not possible, as Gabu going to be looking for a little bit of damage here. And Chemo is now on this spot here. Barracks coming down, ready to put some pressure over here, as the Heroic Age already in for Chemo. Chemo just about to be third town center as well. Where'd that transport ship go? It looks like he's pulled it elsewhere. I'm not sure. But the the triremes pushing around here as well, looking for fishing ships to kill. We'll be able to finally hit some of Chemo's fish here. Chemo's already got himself per se. No Salt Amphora just yet, though I'm sure it'll come in very, very quickly here as the Palace coming up. Town Center coming down for Gabu here. Chemo a little bit slow on this one. It looks like his Palace will be up in time here. I'm not sure if it's quite in range there or not, as the Archship's still searching around here. Do we see anything for Ulysses at the moment? Looks like he's just going for the boom at the moment, not building any military units. Lots of opportunity for an underworld play here from Julian Papa as the Palace is up. And we do see a Carnivora coming down, but ceasefire doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen. Military barracks or economic guild going to come down first. That's going to get finished really, really quickly. Will it be in time, though, is the big question. Will it be in time is the big question. It looks like it will be. Finished after a couple of seconds. The Lush spawns out. The Lush spawns out. It's going to be close. 2,600. 2,700. And he gets it up. He gets it up just barely there as the Sentinels throws itself down. But Chemo, he's already got himself Destroyers coming out and Arcus. He can pull back. He's going to have himself those Dryads to push in here as well. What happened here? These didn't lush at all. I mean, Chemo made the mistake of not dropping barracks onto this one to start with there. I've got no idea why that didn't push out. That's weird, but it is what it is. As Chemo here, he's kind of fully popped at the moment. He needs fortified town centers, I guess, as he is grabbing that one. Could also delete some of those Bareems there as well, wherever they are, to try and push through on this position here, as we are now starting to see some Hippocon coming out here as well. As the Sentinels coming through, we see another Palace coming out. Very, very important here. As Gabu not in the Heroic Age just yet, he's got no access to those Hypaspist, which is so ridiculously important to counter those destroyers of Atlantean here, as he's pushing through that secondary Palace. Temple coming up as well. Artemis is coming through here for Julian Papa. The idea of potentially earthquaking this is very, very good, because he can kill off all the palaces, control this location, and get that Hesperus tree for himself, and that's going to be a big help there for the Poseidon. So we'll see if that's going to be happening here. But the Destroyer is getting a lot of good damage onto this town center, taking it down really, really quickly, as a couple of Siege Bareems do pop out here in an attempt to hold this position. Siege Bareems are a little bit weaker than the average Bareem or the average siege ship of any other civilization, but they're still going to do a good job there. As Hecate coming through, Hephaestus coming through for Ulysses. That Artemis is just about finished here, as the town center looks like it is just about to fall here. Toxotes coming through. Gabu attempting to defend here as best as he possibly can, but more and more of these destroyers are coming in. Chemo needs to get himself that medium infantry, heavy infantry upgrades as soon as he possibly can. The other thing is, with these two palaces up, a third palace also coming, and Hecate coming, that means Fire Siphon are going to be starting to come through here as well. Does Chemo have himself any upgrades? No. Getting himself access to Masons, as well as putting even more military buildings, would play around this Artemis, but I think these three palaces will fall to an earthquake here, as another Carnivora getting thrown down here. Carnivoras have 10 crush damage. This is a really, really strong siege unit to push town centers. A really, really nice usage here of the Carnivora to help push through here. But Artemis is in. Where's the earthquake going to be getting used is the big question. Julian Papa could be considering holding the earthquake for... I'm not sure what that happened. The earthquake for an Underworld, as we see the Underworld passage coming in to the main base of Chemo. Chimera in here as well, ready to start getting that damage down here as the Sentinels come through. Ulysses has his access to his own Underworld here as he's going to start producing units as he hits the Mythic Age right now. Earthquake onto this position. Tartarian Gate gets dropped onto the Underworld passage and immediately deleted by Chemo. Very heads up play there from Chemo. No villagers made it through there from Julian Papa, so he's not even on this island as the town center gets taken down over here. Chemo needs to get some military buildings thrown up as he's going to start doing so as well. We do see the Lampeter going to come through here as well. That can take the Chimera out if Chemo is paying attention. No, he's not. He could have killed the Chimera and sent it onto those hoplites of Julian Papa. And not only that, we're now starting to see Ulysses. He's ready to Underworld into potentially Julian Papa's main base here as well. And also the Oxy Juggernauts are now out for Ulysses here. Towers now starting to come down for Gabu to hold this position. But Chemo's already got his Siege Bareems here. Naval Oxybully is coming through for Julian Papa as well, as the water fighting is going to start continuing, causing a lot of chaos here. Townsend are coming up for Chemo on this position. We see the Chimera coming in here as well. Going to start getting taken out there, as Village is going to get taken down there as well. Town Center coming up for Chemo to boot here as well, as the Fire Siphon coming through here to take the Watchtower down. Carnivore getting some good amounts of damage here. The Destroyers coming through here to try and take out those towers as well. Meanwhile, the Underworld passage has come down onto Gabu here to take him out on this position. Gabu cannot hold both positions. Julian Papa doesn't have an Underworld for himself either here, so there's no response to this from Julian Papa. He cannot get over here. He's got a whole bunch of units and buildings here. No transport ship either. And Gabu is going to get erased from this side of the map. Villagers also helping out to shank this one down. There will be access to a curse here, but what's that going to do, as the villagers of Ulysses going to immediately be able to build that town center up, and Chemo going to be pushing through here. Chemo gets his town center back over there that was finished off. All those red units are dealt with, as we see Julian Papa going for a landing party on this location. A handful of units running forward here, and Gabu in that moment decides to tap out. GG, well played by the champions here. Chemo and Ulysses playing this one really, really smart. The strategy here from Chemo, heads up play. How do you prevent the Greek advantage here on this map? Tartarian Gate. Tartarian Gate onto the Underworld passage. That was incredibly smart here by Chemo. The other option would have been to go for an Oranos here with Vortexes. You can obviously Vortex onto an Underworld, kill it off nice and quickly. But really, really heads up play from Chemo. Love that one there with the Gaia pick on this map. PXX just could not quite work it out here. I feel like when you see the sort of booms here from Chemo, you've got to put pressure onto him straight away. You can't double the one town center Ulysses here. Was there any tributing going on in this game as well? We do see Julian Papa tributed a little bit, but not from Chemo here, just taking it all for himself. Really, really nice play from Chemo, and they get the win 2-0. I think around about now we have finished the group stages, so we're going to be moving on to the qualifying, or not the qualifiers, the quarterfinals, the knockout stage here. A lot of people ask for the brackets, so now that we're into this position, I'm going to be showing you guys this this bracket here moving in. If we pop over here very quickly, we are now moving into this thing. If we come to full screen, bam. We do have ourselves the brackets here for the playoff stage. We've got 2K for Jesus qualifying. Pandora's Box also qualified here. GDM/ONU versus the Uncrappables A. We've got the champions versus the old boys. And we've got the Brazilian Legends versus Deities of Death. So it's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen, for the knockout stage. Let me know who you think's going to win. If you guys enjoyed this game, enjoyed this series, please let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next game.